Today I'm looking at Ratchet & Clank on the PS4, which is the game that's based off the movie that's based off the original game from 2002 during the PS2 era. What makes Ratchet & Clank so enjoyable is its package of being awfully cute looking while sporting insane weaponry and humorous dialogue. From what I can see, the story remains somewhat true to the premise of the first game. Ratchet is working in a garage on planet Valden where he meets Clank, a defective warbot who has knowledge of a sinister plan afoot that will affect everyone in the galaxy. The two then work together with the Galactic Rangers to prevent the plan from proceeding and ultimately save the galaxy. True to form, Ratchet & Clank's story is one filled with a host of different characters and humorous moments, which results in quite a few instances of you laughing to yourself about the jokes made in the game. Some of the characters are also quite self-aware of the game being a reboot, and this is much to the confusion of Ratchet & Clank themselves. The gameplay is very much a combination of different features from the series in one reimagined package of the first game. It makes use of enjoyable platforming sections in addition to its arsenal of both crazy and powerful weapons. What's also cool is that upgrading weapons is also quite a pleasure. Ratchet's arsenal gains experience as damage is done to enemies and can be further upgraded with a mineral called Ratitanium. And the Ratitanium can then be inserted into an upgrade grid for each weapon. And these grids unlock active upgrades such as extending the range of a weapon or passive ones which allow for more bolts to be dropped by enemies, for instance. It's all really fun and it really encourages you to play around with different weapons as you play the game. This is something that Insomniac Games does really well, and they have made this quite apparent with the different installments in the series over the years. Thankfully, the same can be said about Ratchet & Clank, as it boasts an array of weapons that is visually appealing while also having an element of humor to them. I really love this and was sometimes the reason why I wanted to keep playing. Just upgrading your weapons is just so damn addictive. While blowing up enemies and upgrading weapons is really fun, navigating the worlds using the grind boots and jetpack that Ratchet finds during the game can really lead to some exhilarating moments within the game. However, the latter does kind of require you to keep an eye on your fuel gauge, otherwise you'll just kind of plummet to your death somewhere. It does make exploring that much more fun though. There are also some gameplay sections featuring ship combat, but these are somewhat short and they don't happen very often in the game. But they are quite cool to play through. Visually, the game looks amazing. For the series' first outing on the PS4, it sure is a pretty one. Just the way that Bolt, the game's currency, is attached to Ratchet after smashing boxes is really something to see. It's also really colorful. The character models and the use of lighting makes the game a real feast for the eyes. Ratchet & Clank's different levels are excellently designed, however they do feel really empty when revisiting to find any missed items. Overall, I think that the game is really good and any fans of the series should definitely play it. It takes some of the best features of the various games and makes them work in its reimagining of an original game. It truly is an awesome experience and should be a treat for almost anyone with a PS4.